thought we'd start with the iPhone since most people have the iPhone, and we're going to start with the most basic of the basic, the calling feature. Let's just go with what phones were originally meant for, is calling. So you see these 4 icons at the bottom. These are changeable, and I can show you how to do that at a different video. But basically, this is what Apple sets up for you when you get your phone, because these are typically what people use the most. They use calling, they use messaging, they use the music, and they use search on Safari. So today let's talk about the phone. So if you click the green phone button at the bottom, it pulls up into here, and it'll pull up wherever you left off. So if you were on a call, if you were doing voicemail, that would pull up, but it's going to my contacts. So let's actually go from right to left, and we'll start with voicemail. So I have no voicemails, but if you did have a voicemail, it would show up in here. You could click it, and that's how you would listen to it. If you want to go to the greeting in the top right, this is where you record your voicemail. So you can have a custom one, and you can record or play it. You can just use the default one if you don't want to use that. And then you save whatever you want. So that's easy. That's a voicemail. Your keypad is straightforward. You've all used the keypad. You're familiar with the asterisk and the pound sign. Let me just give you a quick tip. If you're calling internationally and you have to enter in a country code, many of them require a plus sign before you dial the country. So if you hold the 0 down, that's your plus. There you go. So now you know how to call internationally. Okay, so moving on to contacts. Here's a list of all of your contacts. Now, we all have so many contacts from all the phones that we've had. So if you want to add a contact, we're going to click the right-hand top plus that you see, and that's where you would add the name, the phone number. You can add a photo, which is nice for when they call, then you know who's calling you, and you can decide if you want to answer it. And you can add birthdays, you can add everything. So kind of everything that you maybe used in a paper diary, a paper like phone book, now you can add in here and just have it all in there. You can even add custom fields if you want to add specific types of information. So you can see that the done, you can't click on it in the top right. So it's not until I start typing that it allows me to click that. So just so you know if you're wondering. So that's how you add a contact. Let's talk about how to delete a contact, because so many of us have like duplicate contacts, you know? So I could probably just scroll through here and easily find duplicate contacts. Let's see, of which I can delete. So let's see. Actually, I'm just going to go with, I don't need this one anymore. And so you have the contact, you go into the edit in the right-hand top corner, edit, and you scroll all the way to the bottom, delete contact, delete contact. There you go. Deleted, and you can kind of go through. There are quicker ways of doing that, but that's too much for this first video. Now let's move on to recent. So recents will pull up all the people that have recently called you. And if you click on the top, you see all and you see missed. Missed are your missed phone calls, which is nice when someone calls you, maybe leaves a message and you need to call them back. You can just go to missed and it's a lot quicker. All and missed. Okay, now let's go to favorites. At the bottom, you see favorites. This is probably not used as much as people like don't use it and are not aware of it. And so I think it's a really great feature, because these you can add people that you message, call, FaceTime often. And let me show you how to do that. So you can do it 2 ways. You can click the plus at the top and you can say, you can type in the name, or you can just pick one. So I'll pick Amy, and I want to add her to my favorites. And then you decide what you want to do. Do you want to message her? Do you want to call? Do you do video mostly with them? And I message her most, so I'm going to add that. So then it adds Amy messages. So when I click on it, it goes right to Amy. And this is nice. Let's see, what else? What else was I going to show you in the favorites? Another way is you can just go into your contacts. You can decide that Tracy, my accountant, needs to be in my favorites. I can add to favorites. And do I call her mainly, message her, video, or I generally call her? And then if I go to favorites, you can see it there. Okay, so those are favorites, recent contacts, and your keypad and your voicemail. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that you learned something. I would love your feedback on other videos that would be helpful. I'd also appreciate your feedback if I'm talking too fast, I'm using words that are too difficult. I'm happy to slow down, but I'm just trying to be aware of time, and I don't want to create too long of videos for you, but it can certainly slow down. I am just looking to create something that is helpful and just want to know if it's helpful.